What's up, fam? How you been, man?
Hey man, it's a long time no talk.
I know, man. So much shit is going on, bro. And I was sitting there like, man, I gotta get in contact with my man. And shit, man, you just hit me up out of the blue, man. It was like I was thinking about you, bro. Cause man, I got so much fucking shit to tell you, man.
For
This
real?
whole past, the man, bro. The last since I left Dallas, man. And we hung out. So much shit has changed. So, all right. You remember how I told you this crazy shit that I found this thing that we can do with our fucking cryptocurrencies, our tokens.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. To
I was like, hey
staking.
man, there's this thing called staking. Yeah. You
Yeah.
get the right amount of staking and you can live off the interest. Liquidity pools, all that shit, dealing with exchanges, like I went down a fucking rabbit hole, bro, in information. So I started applying some of those concepts that we talked about. And it's legit, man. It's legit enough money to retire off. I'm never going back to work.
No shit. You were saying that when you were here.
Bro.
Hell, when you were just here 6 weeks ago, right? Something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
It's
It wasn't
fucking
long.
for real. I mean, it's insanely for real. Like this, so I've gotten way deeper into this fucking rabbit hole with crypto stuff. Way
Sure.
deeper than like most people that just go and buy cryptocurrencies. But like I just went so fucking far down this rabbit hole with blockchain, man. I'm 100% sold. This is going to be the way of the future. Like, this is a shit that kind of like either it governs so well. It has the ability to govern so well, you will not need our traditional forms of government.
You were telling me something like instead of there being a need, or the concept was, and again, this was over my head, man. You understood the blockchain better than I do. But you were telling me instead of there being having to be a bank, that the people, as individuals, can be the bank. Basically, right?
So
that's how it works.
So check this out. All right. This is going to be long. It's going to be ridiculously deep. And I'm probably going to get a lot of this shit wrong. Because every day I wake up and I read some more shit. And I'm new. Like I've been doing this 1-2 months. It was about 2 months, right?
Yeah.
I jumped into this shit and like
all
I'm just
I'm
fucking
gonna
blown
say
away.
is roll damn tide. Roll with it, bro. Let's hear it.
Roll Tide. All right. So don't listen to me. I'm a fucking idiot. I just started doing this stuff. It's not financial advice. None of that. I'm a broke dude that threw a couple of dollars at crypto. Okay. So please do not do anything that I'm telling you.
We keep it real.
Like I'm going to be broke tomorrow and the day after that. Do not listen to anything that I have to say right now. All
I've been
right,
broke
so-
my whole life. So don't worry about it.
All right. So this I've been doing everything on Binance. So Binance, their blockchain is set up a little bit differently than like Bitcoin. So you know how like with Bitcoin, you have to have miners to process transactions. With Binance, you use other people's tokens, you use tokens to stake these transactions, these validators, to make sure that the information is good. So you can still access a blockchain, but it doesn't take a whole shit ton of computer processing power. It just takes a lot of people that have invested in the network.
Now,
So
when you say miners, like, is that like what it implies? Like they're actually making and coding or something and building crypto or manually doing the transactions?
yeah,
what
so
you
the
mean?
computers are figuring out algorithms or processing some type of shit, like just to decode the blocks of information where records are stored at, where the ledgers are stored at. So,
All right.
we'll just how they chunk together information and mix it up so they encrypt it. Other computers just, they work at it to figure out a puzzle just to access this information or to write information to the blockchain. So it takes a lot of computer processing power. But with the Binance, it's proof of stake, not proof of work. So it incentivizes people to stake their tokens in a validator node to access this blockchain.
Okay.
So in this way, everybody's rewarded with more tokens. It just incentivizes people to stake and process more information for the blockchain. So the beauty of it is that there are so many tokens now. Like if you wanted to exchange one token for another, you would have to go to an exchange. And since this is all computer programs, nobody's really the true owner. You can be on either side of the exchange. You could be the person exchanging tokens, or you could be the person with all the tokens that other people exchange. So in one way, you can be a guy that says, hey, I have a FEG token and I want Pancake Swap token. And you go to an exchange and you swap those two tokens, you pay a small exchange fee and you leave. It's a beautiful thing. The exchange fees are real low. And on the flip side, you could be the guy. Yeah. And on the flip side, you could be the guy with FEG token and Pancake Swap token. And every time somebody wants to swap between those two, you keep the transaction fee.
Wow.
And
that's where the percents go. They're called gas fees on, right? Is that what we're talking?
Yeah.
Gas fees, transaction fees, or whatever.
Yeah, so you can provide liquidity to exchanges, or you could stake your tokens to process other transactions on the blockchain. And both of them pay ignorant amounts of interest.
Wow.
I mean, with a couple of dollars, you can fucking retire.
Instead of the bank always getting transaction fees.
Yeah, you can be the bank if you choose to be.
And it's sort of like
this is all decentralized.
It's sort of like a CD. You put a amount, lock it up, so the bank can say, I got $10,000. I put in a CD. And what's the bank going to do? They're going to hold that, but I'm promising that I'm not going to take that $10,000 out. They're going to loan it out to people in that time, and they're making money off interest and me. But I get a reward from it.
Yeah. All the functions of a bank can be run by computer programs, and this is exactly what's happening. Like, so now you, just the layperson, can be involved in that ridiculously I get rich, like overnight, making money when I sleep type of like banker hustle that's going on with like these mega rich families that control finance. I mean, it's insane. So, some of these returns are in the hundreds of thousands of % a year.
So when you say
legit,
when you're staking it, like how long are we staking? Are we talking a couple of days, couple of weeks, a year?
You stake it as long as you want. So, I mean, you can take your stake and move it from one place to another as long as you get the interest rate that you desire. So let's say that you need $3,000 a month to live off of. Then you know that you would need to take like $10,000 and put it in something that gets X amount in interest per year. And then you just keep in mind that, hey, I need this interest rate. So I'll take my stake and I'll move it from one place to another, always getting my interest rate. And then you just skim the top. You just skim the cream.
So you can move the stake throughout as long as you just can't manually pull and possess the coins for however long you've staked it for. But you can move
all the shit's.
It's just paperwork.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just lock your tokens up in smart contracts that are like bank algorithms. And so you can it's fucking bananas. There's yield farming. There's leveraged yield farming So
For the average person.
for the average person,
Yeah.
you can take a couple of tokens, throw them into like this one app called Alpaca. And
Okay.
Alpaca will take your, let's say, one token, and then it will run it through crypto banks and get loans out on your one token to amplify your stake in a liquidity pool. And then so now if you were to throw that one token in a liquidity pool, you'd get interest rates on that one token. You get transaction fees on that one token. But if you run it through these multiple cryptocurrency banks, you can get a higher stake to put in there. And now you're getting higher transactions on your two tokens.
Dude.
Yeah, it's insane.
So when you were talking, you started with Binance earlier. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I've done some crypto, but it's, again, like I don't look into the coding and I don't understand exactly how it works. I just know some things work faster, some things move slower, like the old ones, Bitcoin, and some of them seem to keep evolving because they were a little bit later and have the ability to adapt and evolve with the times. But Binance has the BNB coin, so if you want to swap anything on their exchange, don't you have to buy their BNB coin? And then there's also BSC, and that's like a variation of the BNB, but it's their digital ones. Is that what you're referring to, right?
No, so now Binance has their own token, right?
Right. And
so
they
it's
have
the
a smart
Binance
chain.
Smart Chain.
Okay.
They have a token and they have a coin. So this is now granted, I'm still learning these concepts. So I could be 100% wrong on this. So a coin is actual currency. A token can be used as currency, but it can also do work. So
that's the difference.
So they have the BNB coin and then they have the Smart Chain token.
Okay.
So the token is used to do gas transaction fees and stuff like that, but you would never use BNB to do transactions because it's a coin and not a token, I think.
Yeah,
But,
no.
That's how it makes sense in my head.
No, because
I could be 100% wrong.
I had to buy something on Pancake Swap through Trust Wallet. And it was SafeMoon when it first came out, and it was like the only place you could get it at the time. But I had to do all these steps, man. Like for the average person, I could see where they'd get frustrated and throw in the towel because it seemed, looking back on it, took me a couple hours. I had to send money to Binance, get the BNB token, send the BNB to the Trust Wallet, convert it to the Smart Chain BNB, or what you were saying, or the coin. I'm sorry, I had to get BNB coin, and that's the difference. And I didn't. Now I'm learning something here. So you take the coin, I had to send it somewhere or convert it to the Smart Chain, and then send it to the Trust Wallet, which then allowed me to access Pancake Swap.
Yeah.
So coins are like Bitcoin. Like you actually have them, a token is digital. Is that what you're saying?
So check this out. No matter what on the Binance Smart Chain, that Smart Chain can be exchanged for something else. Like it's just like a standard, man. It's almost like Binance's whole blockchain is like their own operating system. So you can have Windows, you could have Linux, you can have
Mac.
Mac, and they all work. They're all operating systems for computers, but some of them are a little bit different than others. But some shit will just work on your one computer, and that's how these tokens are. So like Binance is completely separate from Ether.
So like the power, I think, or the value in Binance is like to buy anything on their server. If I'm not mistaken, you have to convert everything to at least BNB. I think.
Yeah.
They might sponsor or endorse like maybe 2 to 3 others where you could purchase some other cryptos, but for the most part, that's their value. Like, so Pancake Swap, for instance, I believe they have their own, the cake coin, right?
Yeah. 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 And all this stuff is just smart contracts, just wrapped together,
So you can
Like
make
they try
that.
to
You
make
can make money
they
off
try
just.
to
They try to
what's
what?
that?
I'm sorry. You saying they try to do something?
Oh, I don't know. I'm having like real bad connection issues.
Are
Yeah,
you?
like I can't even see you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's probably my internet. I don't know.
Dude, please keep talking about this crypto. I'm just trying to ask questions to like add to
Bro,
the
so
information.
check this out. Now I've just been dealing all on the Binance Smart Chain, but
Okay.
so I've been taking tokens, throwing them in these leveraged yield farms, and it can definitely be enough cash to retire right now.
And how much are you saying? You said you didn't seem like you need too much, right? To do it.
Here, you remember that number I told you when we were in your backyard?
I think it was 10,000 or 8,000, something like that. 10,000. You did the FEG. You told me, right? The FEG token.
Yep.
You were saying that, and I was there when you told me. You told me that you would get an $1,800 a month. I mean, how's that been, man? That's probably been what 6 to 8 weeks since we saw each other.
It's legit.
Really?
I'm done. I'm never going back to work.
And you say that confidently.
I say that knowing it's fucking true.
Man.
I'm done. Like, I'm done.
So that's why all these governments are in a hurry to shut this shit down, right? I mean, because it's like a threat to the central banking system. I mean, fuck the corporations have to win, the people can't, right? That's it. So that probably only makes it more valuable and more lucrative. Because there's ways to store your stuff. You can be off the grid. I mean,
bro, blockchain is the socialism that everybody wanted. Dude, this has so much passive income built into the system that no one, if you invest in the cryptocurrencies, no one will ever have to work again.
So if I had 5Gs and I could buy anything, what would you recommend? And I know this isn't financial advice. We aren't financial advisors. It's just our opinion.
No. I'll tell you, seriously, there are, if the project is legit, you're good to go. You're good to go. Like, as long as you don't have like rug pulls or like shitty tokenomics, like every program is fucking legit.
Really?
Like it's insane, man. I mean, we really need to stop looking at cryptocurrency the way we view the outside world. There's no one, Mr. Moneybags with the goddamn monocle and the top hat getting rich and, stepping over poor people, to get into his Rolls Royce. Like, it can actually be everyone, and it's just your participation in the blockchain. As long as you not physically, but as long as you hold a token, you're participating in a network way bigger than you can really comprehend. And this stuff is actually backed by technology, information. It's fucking beautiful, man. I mean, it has royalties built in for content creators. So if you make a song, you throw it on the blockchain, and now every time that song is accessed, you get paid. And there's no, well, the record company shut down or they shelved my album or
it's yours.
Yeah, or we couldn't find you to send your check. It automatically comes
Did you move?
to your wallet.
Yeah.
Bro, like there's no fucking up.
Yeah.
And when there is a fuck up, get this, when there is a fuck up, this is how great blockchain is. When there is a fuck up. If you noticed, Polygon got hacked the other day. It was like 600 million they stole from Polygon.
Yeah.
The hacker gave the money back?
Because they had his information.
No, bro. Because all he wanted to do was point out an exploit and how bad an exploit could be. So they fixed the exploit. This dude throws the money back in the system, and all good is good. Like if he was,
oh wow! So
this hacker
I did
probably
hear something, but I didn't read about it.
Yeah, I mean, this hacker probably already had some of this token, and he already explored the shit. Like they just want to make a system better because everybody benefits. Like you have tokens now that once you possess them, they will pay you on every transaction of that token.
So if
they have reflective tokens. What's that?
Everybody has what do you mean by reflective? Say that.
Okay, so they have tokens where every time the token is traded between two people, there is a special tax that's taken. And they take 10% of that transaction, and let's say they buy cake tokens. And then they spread those new cake tokens that they just purchased out to everyone who is holding the original token.
Wow.
So this one is called baby cake, and it takes a special tax off the top, buys pancake swap tokens and redistributes them to anyone who holds a wallet with baby pancake tokens. So this whole shit is getting bananas to a point where all you need to do is have a wallet with a physical address, have enough tokens of X, Y, and Z, and you get money delivered right to your wallet. Just for participating in the network, you're getting paid. Just for holding tokens, you're getting paid.
Each month, or what's a frequency?
What's that?
What's a how often do they pay out monthly? Or
it all depends. This baby pancake swap token, baby pancake, I think it's baby cake. Okay. It pays you every hour. So if there's 100 transactions, they taken the tax off 100 of those transactions. They bought X amount of cake tokens. They would distribute them to anyone who is holding baby cake tokens.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So, bro, it gets bananas. As long as you have over 200,000 tokens, they pay you in baby pancake, or I mean, they pay you in cake tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much passive income built into the system that, it's going to be really hard for governments to control. I mean, they can't control. They're just going to disappear. I don't even think it's going to be a whole lot of fuss. Everybody's going to see the writing on the wall, and it'll just be cool.
There's a reason why these celebrities and sports figures are being paid now, and a lot of them are getting paid in crypto. At least half. I think one guy got half his salary was paid in crypto. That's a lot of money.
Just think if they paid you in a deflationary token, even the money that you haven't spent is going up in value. If they gave you a US dollar token wrapped in FEG, a deflationary token, now you have a dollar that's going up in value every time somebody transacts FEG. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's disappearing from this. There's trillions of tokens, but every time someone sells, some get burned or whatever, and they don't come back. Right?
Yeah. And they have a redistribution tax.
Right. Yeah.
So they take 1%, they destroy it, and the other 1% they send it to anyone that's holding.
Wow.
Like,
Like they're rewarding you.
finance is only limited to your imagination now. And everybody gets paid down the line, no matter where you are, whether you're staking, whether you're running a node, a validator node, whether you're just, holding tokens in your wallet, or you're just sending them to loved ones. Like, everybody gets taken care of in this system. It's beautiful, bro. Like, even if you wanted to create a token to like fix the water situation in Flint, like you could do that with smart contracts.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is get enough people to give a fuck.
They just contribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. The possibilities are endless, and the world is going to be way different, bro. Way different.
Since I've gotten
I'm telling
into
you,
it,
3 days into this shit, I said I wasn't going back to work.
You did. You called it. And it's obviously worked out, man. I mean, that has to be 2 months, 6 to 8 weeks or so since you were here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wrap. I'm not worried about shit.
Can
like,
we?
And
I don't know, can I run to the bathroom and I got to piss? Can we like pause for a second or something? Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to talk about numbers because I still live in a neighborhood where it don't take much to get you snatched. But listen though, it's real talk.
Oh my God.
This is real talk, man. So you saw what I showed you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It kept going till like 35. And then they had a flash loan attack on WEX. Dude, wiped me out. And it was like, it wiped out my position in WEX. It was up to 35.
Wow.
But you see how fast it happens. Bro, I wasn't even mad. Like, that's when I knew that what I just showed you is normal days. How could you be upset? You know what I mean? It just caught me at a bad time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how loving this blockchain economy is. Like, it's way different, bro. It's way different than you've ever expected. Like, it's going to change humanity.
Versus the dollar, for instance. I mean, people will fuck their mother and cut your throat to have a dollar. You know what I'm saying? And they will. And it just seems seems a little bit different, man. You know, and I think that's the threat. Right?
See, when you start applying blockchain to everyday life, it solves a shit ton of problems instantly just by letting computers do it. And this is the reason why these politicians are trying to go after this shit. Like, they just tried to make a law about doing exactly this decentralized finance
this
shit.
Past week.
Yeah. Try to make that shit a crime. Make it fall under banking regulations. Like, you can't do that shit unless you're a big time bank. And the shit almost passed. Like, the dude that held out didn't hold out for fucking cryptocurrency. He just held out for his own shit. You know, he was like, hey, man, I don't know, maybe my house needs a new driveway or some shit. You know, like, my city needs new streets. Like, that's what the fuck he held out for. It wasn't because what you guys are doing to the cryptocurrency market is going to fuck up everything. Or it's not going to fuck up everything.
Just makes it more.
You're just going to create more problems that you're going to make an enemy of you're going to make the people an enemy. I mean, it's anybody that digs into blockchain will see why we don't need to be doing the shit that we're doing currently. Like, bro, when you see governments trying to make this shit illegal, it's for a fucking reason.
Right.
Like, you can create a token. You can create a token to vote. Like, your tokens can be used for voting. So let's say, I don't know, like, you want to support gay marriage. I don't know, but whatever, you can have America tokens and you can stake your tokens in, you know, whatever. You can use them for voting. You can use them for whatever. Like,
stick your tokens in for getting married. I'm sorry. I just
Yeah.
my bad.
You can do whatever,
like
man. I mean, like if you want to get rid of the water problem in Flint, you can create a Flint token.
Wow.
And people that give a fuck will, do something related to your token and give it value. And then you can replace all the plumbing in Flint,
Dude, that is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So you can create a reflective token. Let's say you call it the Flint token. You can create a reflective token where every transaction, it goes back and it buys like BNB or US dollar tokens,
right,
and then hands them to everybody who holds. And then you can have like a pool every once in a while. Every transaction you can have 1% go to paying plumbers, to contracted work. Like it actually has physical, like you can say, hey, when the contractor finishes his work, this smart contract binds him to an amount of money. Like it's crazy. Like everything is fucking possible with this shit. And all you really need to do is have people buy the token and give it away. Every transaction, it buys new tokens and gives them to holders.
Right.
So it's making money while it's getting a buzz. It is fucking crazy. Like you can change the fucking world with blockchain, and people don't realize it. They're just saying, hey, these are cryptocurrencies that seem like pyramid schemes. They pump and they dump, but no, it can actually be used to solve a lot of the world's fucking problems.
Wow.
And the thing is like, anytime this transaction happens, there are computers working on certain problems. And if one computer talks to another computer, they have a frictionless payment system. That's all cryptocurrencies are. It's how blockchain computers interact with each other and how they pay each other for interacting, for always being there. That's the only reason why there are cryptocurrencies, but it's backed by physical, like real fucking technology. It is insane, the possibilities that are on the horizon. We can solve all kind of shit, and you're going to see a lot of fucking governments making all this shit illegal.
Without having to do the hustle bustle, fucking get in line and go to fucking work and fill up the freeway and go to some shitty job that you don't really care for. You know what I mean?
Just imagine if welfare payments were sent via cryptocurrency and not via Visa or whoever they contracted for those welfare cards. Chase, I think it was Chase Bank. Chase Bank does the welfare cards here in Ohio, or the federal welfare cards or whatever. But they charge an exorbitant amount of money to do this shit. It can be done by computers with cryptocurrency and cut those fucking bankers right out of it.
And it goes back to the people.
It goes back to the people.
That's the threat.
Millions or billions of dollars.
Is that the threat?
Yeah.
That's the threat.
That's millions of billions of dollars that they just saved by not paying a CEO. It's fucking crazy, bro. It is insane. And there's so much passive income in this shit. There's no reason why anybody on this earth is fucking starving.
So if you were to suggest where to start, if you were going to do anything, if you say you had $5,000 and you wanted to just move it to an exchange, which exchange and what would you stake?
No matter what the amount of money is, you'll see how the interest rates and the compounding interest work in your favor. So even if you did $1, you're going to see the same mathematical metrics work in your favor.
Okay.
So, I like exchanges because you're always going to have to come somewhere to exchange money. So, Pancake Swap is the number one. So, you can you can buy Pancake Swap tokens. Binance, just keeping it Binance tokens. I mean, it's still a token and everybody needs it to run transactions, uses gas as transactions.
Right.
So there's no reason why you wouldn't keep it as Binance token. I mean, but if you'd like to like stake, just search around, search Alpaca, search Beefy Finance, find things in the interest rate that you're looking for, and just keep in mind that it's always a gamble, it's always a risk. You know, like I got hit by that flash loan attack, and it cost me $30,000. You know, it's just, this is brand new.
But did it come? Did it
these
bounce
kind of hiccups
back?
are going to happen.
Did you lose everything?
It's bouncing back right now.
Did you lose everything you originally staked?
No. I mean, but the value went from 35 to 5.
Sure.
So you know, there are some risks.
There's fluctuations.
This is all brand new, and you'll find out. Like if you're new to cryptocurrency, you'll find out that the people backing some of these projects will build a fund to repay people affected by these attacks and stuff. So
wow,
it's a way different way of life. You know, you would never have a bank get let's say you lose your money in a Ponzi scheme. You know, you remember Enron?
Sure, yeah.
There was no fun for Enron for everybody that lost their money.
No.
You know?
They're done. They
like
kicked out. Get fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, but Pancake Bunny, they get, you know, some kind of flash loan attack or something like that, and they set up a fund to repay everybody affected. You know, this is the type of shit that you see in blockchain that you don't see in the regular world. It's just because it's a sharing economy, even with money.
And our system's just not made that way.
Yeah, our system is not designed that way. You know, our system is really rigged against you. Like, yeah, there's an American dream out there, but keep sleeping, motherfucker, because you'll never see it with your eyes open.
Exactly.
And this right here, blockchain is a way for everyone to benefit. I mean, immensely. I mean, this will solve the world's problems. I mean, we saw, was it like 2 Central or South American countries and 1 African country switch over to Cardano?
And they've never had a central banking system.
Yeah.
That's their first
and there
banking
you go.
system. Yeah, decentralized.
Yeah, and it's built in.
Yeah.
It's built into the system.
To the whole country.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you sent me something a couple weeks ago, too. I think after a couple days after our first podcast that we did, which, you know, was also the last. But
yeah,
they did El Salvador, or one of the South American countries, I believe, made crypto or Bitcoin its legal tender. Is that right? I think you were the one that sent it to me.
I can't remember, man. I don't remember.
But like it was a country that made it. Like that's where countries are heading. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it solves a lot of issues. I mean, you know, when they say bankers have ruined, you know, the country. Yeah, they have. They've ruined a lot of countries. You know, you even have the same bank on both sides of a war. You know,
no shit.
It's just for profits.
Yeah.
You know, I mean. This is way different, and I'm super excited, man. I got to make some videos to show people at like A to Z how to do this shit, because it's opened my eyes, man. And you know, like, bro, like how many people have you talked to? Like I've talked to a couple of people I used to work with, and they're like, "Hey, man, what are you doing now?" I was like, "Get this, I'm retired, and I'm never coming back."
Confident,
you know,
because you're
and I'm dead
money.
certain. I'm certain. There's no fucking way. Like there's no way.
That's good for you, brother.
All I need is a little bit of time, you know, to give me comfortable money. But
Yeah.
like right now, even in bad weeks, I made enough each day to like put food on the table, you know what I mean, or keep the lights on, like,
Right.
you know. So after that, my time is with my family. Like I you know, anybody calls me, you know, I can go hang out with them. You know, I get to enjoy myself. I no longer have to trade my health or my my physical health, my mental health for a fucking paycheck, you know? And it's never enough. You feel like it's never enough.
No, you're never satisfied.
Like, how many hours could you fucking put in at work till you felt comfortable?
But it's
never
the way I
look
at it differently than I guess most people, man. It's like, to a certain degree, you can't fucking put a value on my time. You know what I mean? And they try to tease
exactly.
fucking when I first got a job, $5.25 an hour. I think minimum wage is $15 an hour now. Which even then, I don't know how people could live off of that. But I mean, it's like, get the fuck out of here. How can you tell somebody that's the value of you coming into this job that you don't like to, you know, just sell shit down people's throats and whatever. You know, we're going to pay you $15 an hour for 40 hours a week. It's a shitty commute, by the way, to and from. I mean, come on, dude. You know?
Yeah. It makes no sense, man.
You get this pot of gold at the end of it, you know, if we're still around and still a company, you know what I mean? Or you live, you know? I mean, how it goes, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely changed the way that I live. You know?
Hold on.
And
hello. What are you doing? I am FaceTiming and podcasting with Ali right now. Can I call you back? Or are you going to be busy? Okay. Call me back. Love you. Bye. There we go. Sorry, bro. That was the wife. I can't not answer.
Oh,
that.
Tell her what's up, man. Oh, well, it's too late.
Yeah, she's gone. I told her to kiss
she's cool
my
as
ass.
fuck, man. I fucking love, man.
She's awesome.
She's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, she's wild as fuck too. Trust me.
Yeah. I'm sure I only get the I get the visitor.
Yeah. Oh, dude, don't get me wrong. If she's mad at me, you get the fucking bad visitor treatment.
Hey, man. But, man, I love you. Man, your wife is like, as soon as I met her, I was like, man, you cool as hell.
She's wild, bro. She is fucking wild.
Hey, man, I remember you used to talk about her when we was overseas.
Yeah.
And you guys had just started getting together. I guess. I don't know. This is how I remember.
Yeah.
My memory is fucked up. Man, you were like, man, she's great. You know, this and that. She's, you know, got this little boy, you know, like, man, and she's got this fire to her. You know, I was like, she's cool, but she's got this fire to her, man. I don't know, man. There's something about her.
I might get stabbed, bro.
Hey, and how about this, man? You fucking get married, and then, like, out of the blue, we're in Vegas at the same time.
Yeah. 2012, 2013. Maybe like more like 2014, 2015. 2014, I think. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you coming out. Dude, I was so lame, dude, when you got there. You'd been drinking all week. And I remember you got there. I was about done, man. I was about to fall asleep.
Hey.
But you came, man.
Bro, it was good to see you, man. It
was awesome, yeah.
Hey, man, like, bro, like, you just don't know. Like, people don't understand. Like, hey, man, you don't understand. Like, I used to work with this guy on another continent.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And it seemed like such a small fraction of our lives.
Yeah, we used to shop in downtown Rio. Would you believe that?
Yeah. Chop Square.
Hey,
we used to shop at Chop Square.
They got the best fucking shawarmas you could ever think of, bro.
Oh my God, man. I miss that place, bro. Woo! I loved that place. I loved Riyadh, man.
Bro, stop, get you a fucking shawarma, watch an execution, maybe get some jewelry, and roll the fuck out.
Did you ever watch one of those executions?
Oh, hell no, dude. I couldn't. No. I
didn't want to see. I didn't want no parts of it,
dude. Hey, that's why people don't fuck around in their country. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you knew not to, like, I don't give a damn what happens. We gonna act right.
Yeah. Hey, could you imagine some shit getting pinned on you that you didn't do, like it happens here in our justice system?
Oh my God.
That would
I'm
suck.
telling you, man, the relief I had being in that country, you do not understand. Like, I know, bro, like, your wife is Mexican, you know,
Puerto Rican.
you cool as fuck.
It's
you
worse.
Grew up, I'm sorry, Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A little bit more violent.
But
okay, you're fine.
no, but like you have minorities in your family. You grew up with minorities, man.
Sure.
You grew up poor as shit.
Yeah.
And you've always been a cool motherfucker, man. But like, to be black in America, like, you cannot put fucking words on it, man. And as soon as you are out of that element, bro, like, the relief that comes over you. And I tell everybody I know that's black, when they ask me how Saudi Arabia was, I was like, look, man, I was out there. It was just like 2 or 3 black dudes and a bunch of dudes from like West Texas. And they fucking hated it. Like, everything they did was backwards, you know, like they always trying to like disrespect, but they knew their place. Like,
Oh yeah.
they
Hey, you get your hand cut off
while they were on base.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that shit while they were on base and nobody was around. Like, but it
Drive
was
off
strange
that
to go into.
motherfucker and talk some shit.
It was strange to go into places, bro, and like, even when I was behind them, like walking into the joint, like, the dude would look past white people and be like, "Hey, man, brother, what do you want?" You know, it's little stuff like that made everyone feel uncomfortable, especially these guys. You know, they made them feel uncomfortable, like they're not in control. And that's when I knew, like, the only thing that white people hate the most is not being in charge. Like, you take a motherfucker, if you take them out of, you know, like, of being in charge, like, they feel like they're not in control. Just with whiteness, it becomes uncomfortable.
I'll agree with you,
Like,
man. From my perspective, you know, for me to walk into a restaurant here in America or any store, gas stations, whatever, you know, it's nothing. It's like fucking second nature, right? But like when I was over there, when you walk in the mall as a fucking white guy, you know, kind of fucking blonde hair, blue eyes, stereotypical, all eyes are on you, and it's uncomfortable. And like, in the depending on what area you were in, like down there by Chop Chop Square in particular, I never felt threatened.
Yeah.
I just had to get used to the stares. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it was perspective. Because my friend Trey was there a little bit short time before you. He was black. He was from Georgia. One of the greatest dudes I've ever met, too. And we went shopping. You remember the Bottle Cap Opener Mall? I forgot what it was called. You know what I'm talking about. You could skywalk and look over the city in downtown Riyadh. You know what I'm talking about? The Bottle Cap Openers Mall?
Yeah. See, I don't even want to disrespect the name if I pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We went there, and Trey was walking around, and he was used to leaving base and not having anybody with him, and you know, being a black guy and feeling comfortable walking around. And I was with him this particular day. Like, he's the one who got me kind of out of my element, took me off base, let me know that, hey, people aren't so bad out here. Dude, it was bad. Like, he was like, dude, I haven't been stared at like this. Like, it has to be, no offense, because I'm with the fucking white dude with fucking blue eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I found the most whitest motherfucker to stick out like a sore thumb and brought him with my black ass.
Yeah.
Dude, that's no lie. And so I get it. It was perspective. And I think a lot of white Americans could fucking benefit from a little bit different perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it opened my eyes, man. Like, I never felt safer.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that? You know what I mean? Like I felt comfortable, man.
And
you know, in this place where we see the news and it's always negative, you know. But I get there, man. The place was beautiful. The people were beautiful. Just imagine how different everything was there. Like when you went to the souks, you go see, you know, your man to get you a necklace or something.
Right.
Like you had to sit down and have a conversation with old boy.
You drink some tea.
Just coming in and you drink some tea. Y'all get to know each other. Like, and that's your homeboy from now on. It's just your homeboy that sells chains.
Yeah.
Like
no shit. Yeah.
It's like, hey, we together now. You know, don't go around nowhere else buying no other chains. You know, I got you on the chain game.
Hey, we'll get you up on
had
chop
tea
chop.
together. You know, like the customs were so different, man, and it was lovely, man. It was love everywhere you went. Like you had, there were no misunderstandings. Yeah, because you had a relationship. Like you become the homeboy, you know, because you know, like, hey, man, when he's done dealing with you, he's got grandkids that you probably didn't see pictures of. No shit. Like it cuts the misunderstandings out, you know.
And it's not about skin color, the social culture. Class, anything, man. I mean, you were really embraced by them, like you said. We went down into the souks. If you bought something for somebody, anytime you were walking by, I mean, they knew your name and remembered you, and y'all had like a moment and an embrace, and it was like super friendly, dude. Like versus the dude here that like sold me a vehicle a couple months ago. I mean, that motherfucker probably done deleted my number. You know what I mean? he ain't trying to shout out in my ass.
Yeah. And it's that old school neighborhood feeling. Yeah. You know, that we don't have anymore over here. You know, it's like, I don't know who in the fuck's working down here at the corner store. You know what I mean? But it ain't a mom and pop shop.
Hey, they got a shitty attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like you don't know the people around you anymore. And you're always forced with that go, go, go. Hey, man, somebody else is trying to sell me something. There's some money in your wallet just trying to hop out, bro. We're just trying to convince you, you know, to bring it here. And they're trying to sell, keep you on the go and keep you fucking stressed. You don't never get to meet nobody, man. Yeah. Never get to sit down and meet the chain guy. Yeah. You know,
get to know the motherfucker, man. He ain't just trying to sell you some ring you're going to put on some bitch you don't love. You know what I mean? He's trying to look out for your ass.
Yeah. And like nobody was in a rush. Yeah. Like unless you were on the freeway. Yeah. Like nobody was in a rush. You know, like
well, that shit used to piss me off though at the cell phone place. Motherfucker's napping. Like my number's next and I've been here for 2 hours. You better get your ass up.
You come to find out it's close to prayer time. And they said, fuck you. God is more important. I'll be back in 2 hours.
Can you blame them? Can you blame them? Can you blame them?
No.
I don't know, man. Look at Saudi was like the best time of my life. And what I was told versus, you know, what I was taught and conditioned to believe about the Middle East before I had arrived there, it was a total different perspective, man. And it was a good one. It was great. And the people were loving and they're nothing like what they used to preach, man. They really were. Like you said, you'd get to know certain people and certain guys that sold things, and that's who you dealt with. That's who you sent all your homeboys to. That's who you had to hook up. You're going to give you some tea.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to sit and talk. Yeah. And you're going to be excited to see him.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, like, there was no like, hey, man, today is I see my souk dude. You know, I see my necklace dude. And you sat down and like, you had nothing else planned because in between prayers, you was there chatting it up, you know?
Yeah, man.
And it was beautiful, man. It was really beautiful.
It really was.
And, you know, it's, I dug it, you know, but you just got to keep an open mind to it, you know? Like, you remember, oh man, Alex.
Venezuela.
Shit, we need to. Alex, Venezuela.
Yeah.
Venezuela. Man, I'm fucking up his name. I've been smoking. I'm sorry
Alex.
I fucked your shit up.
Sorry, Alex. Fuck. It started with a V.
Yeah, yeah. You know, him and Renee, you know, they out in San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get them cats on there, man. We just need to convince them.
Yeah,
but
man.
Alex was like, hey, man, you know, if you guys don't have like any public displays of affection, you know, how do you meet people? And they're like, family reunions. Like, this is how like they can trace their lineage back so fucking far. You know, like they're all fucking related, you know. So like they'll marry like their seventh cousins, you know, just at family reunions and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that they're extremely tribal.
Yeah, I agree. It's like they had the Bedouins out in the desert, so their culture, even though it got westernized, they still kind of stick to the same values. You know what I mean? Even though other people have problems. I always thought that was neat, man. I thought that was good. Like if you flip somebody off there, it's not you flip them off. You flip them off and every ancestor they've ever had. You know what I mean? Like you've offended the family. Yeah. It's deep.
Did you notice how the Bedouin had different what's the
Tho or the Gutra? The Gutra and the Tho.
Yeah.
I think it was the Tho.
Yeah, they had different Gutras.
Yeah.
It signifies a tribe, man. Each one signifies a tribe. So the dude was like, that's how you tell us apart. That's how you tell your tribe.
Some would be they would fold them a little different, or they'd be a different color. And then even if it was a different color, then it was folded a little different. But I mean, it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty neat. I liked it. I had a wonderful time in Saudi Arabia, dude. Like, they're just not in a hurry to do things. Bro. They're just chilling. They're chilling.
They're enjoying it, man.
And we're here just like rushing to die and pay shit off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And just think that place has been socialized for a long time. I mean, did you remember the physicals and stuff we had every year, right?
Oh shit! It betters any physical I've ever had here in the United States.
Like when guys talk about socialized medicine being terrible, number one, they've never tried it.
No,
you know
nothing about it.
If they just followed what Saudi Arabia is doing, oh my god, like it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
I don't think I ever paid a dime.
Bro, and just think about it. Just throw this like, okay, so you go there in the morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning, bright and early. You get your labs drawn. You know, they send you to the dentist. And then like after you see the dentist, you're in front of the doctor with your lab results and he's giving you a fucking physical. Like it's, and then you're out of there. Everything done. Like head to toe, you're fucking good.
I know guys.
Like 4 o'clock.
I know the guys that went down and had a CT contrast done and had to wait, drink the barium or whatever, had it done, or had an ultrasound. And then by the time, like you said, the guy would say, "Hey, the doctor, you go see the original doctor that you're going to see at the end of the day. It's in charge of your care." And he was like, he had his desk and an exam table in there. So you go in there. He sees you. He says, you're going to go to floor 2, 3, and 1 is where you're going to go. You're going to get blood work. You're going to go get some urine and then get a scan. And then you go back up, dude. And you're there, and they're reading the shit live. No 3 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Another office visit, another fucking copay. Like, it's all handled in the same day. Oh, and on your way out, here's the medication. Stop at the last door on your left. Their pharmacy's right there. On the way out is the hospital. You know? Super convenient.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I think we had to pay for. And I don't know if I ever paid more than like $5 for anything. It's just, we got it all fucked up here, man.
Yeah. And you like, you wonder how, and it's like everybody's like hustling. Like everybody's got to figure out how to steal a nickel out of the system. You know, like the system is there, but like everybody's got to fucking hustle, and they're paying politicians to change laws just so they can grab a little bit more, you know, and it's crazy.
And that's why they don't like this crypto, man.
No, blockchain is going to change all of that. You know, it already has. Like, and there's no going back. That's the thing. Unless you unplug every computer from the internet at the same time and leave it unplugged forever, crypto's here. Blockchain is here. Just, you can't, like, the possibility of taking down blockchain now is
it's over.
Yeah,
I don't see it. I don't see it.
You know, you see a lot of guys behind programs now being anonymous. You know, you remember what they said happened to the dude from who created Bitcoin, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he fell off his building in Thailand or some shit.
Suicide.
Yeah.
He accidentally committed suicide. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but like, this is how big blockchain is. It is fucking huge.
It's the threat.
It's going to change everything.
Dude, what you had to say is very, I'm glad you shared that because you and I spoke about it when you were here last, I don't know, end of May, June, early June. And you were very excited about it, man. But it was still something that I was just kind of, I think I told you about crypto back in the spring. And then all of a sudden you show up at my house and you're like, I'm never working again. You know, which sounds extreme, man. But when you told me the staking, it made sense. But I don't think people understand it yet. You know,
bro. I this is one thing, man. I mean, that's one thing the pandemic gave me, man, was the free time to look at this shit and try to wrap my mind around it.
Yeah.
Because this is just scratching the surface, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there is so much more. That's what I meant to tell you, man. That was the other thing. They have healthcare based, blockchain based healthcare.
What?
So you can be a doctor doing telehealth on the blockchain to anyone in the world. Let's say you're a doctor in Thailand, but you speak English. You can be a doctor for someone in America. Just saying, hey, doc, look at this. I have these symptoms, this and that. He can give referrals that way and get paid frictionlessly through cryptocurrency. So just by him being on the blockchain in a video chat, he will be receiving tokens for his time.
Wow. And he could just be chilling on a white sand beach in Thailand, living it up.
Yeah, he could be anywhere. You're just doing a video chat, but it's telehealth.
That's the thing. That's the new thing they say, man.
Yeah, especially during pandemic times. You know?
Yeah.
Just imagine having the instant access to a doctor with none of this going through insurance companies or getting certain referrals or or just all the neck breaking shit of our healthcare system. They've completely changed that.
My vision of the healthcare system, man, I'm pretty passionate about it. As you know, I'm a firefighter, was a paramedic for a long time, really, you know, very good at that, and got into nursing. It seems that we got away at one time, the doctor or the hospital or the medical staff that used to come to the person, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But now, all of a sudden, we've rectified these big-ass buildings, got these big, expensive machines for it, got all these people that got to work there. You come to us, and, like, for what? Unless I got to go get scanned with a fucking MRI. I mean, really, what is the point? Like, I've been dealing with my doctors online because of the pandemic, and I don't want to go back to the hospital or back to the doctor's office. Like, that's just the time I got to take to drive to and from alone on my day off, usually. Like, why? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, I think it's going to be more affordable for people.
Oh, bro, as long as you are supporting the network, you're going to get paid in tokens somewhere. Like, there's so much passive income. So instead of buying insurance, you just buy these tokens and then you stake them in the network for transactions. I mean, you're supporting the network just by holding tokens. And in the times that you need to go see a doctor, you pay him in token.
Wow.
In the same healthcare token.
Yeah. And
it's just like as long as he's, doing the telehealth, he's getting paid automatically. Like
wow.
it, bro, it changes everything. And let's say you don't have any of these tokens. You just hit the exchange your tokens right there. And then you're in the system. You can now see a doctor.
Wow. No bullshit of you've got to have a fucking insurance or you got to wait 60 days after starting your new job or 90 to be insured and then go, or like you said, getting, I got to refer you out. That takes another 8 weeks. And then, once you get there, you need an MRI. That takes another 6 weeks. I mean, you just get straight to the source. Skip all the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what we did in Saudi, if I'm not mistaken. We did it all in a day.
Yeah. Yeah. All in a day for free.
Results. Well, I mean, everything. Results, diagnosis, treatment in a fucking day. Unless you had something crazy happening, right?
Yeah. For free. And it was the best physical I felt I've ever had. Like the dude went over everything. Like the doctor went over everything with you. Like it was weird. I never got that here in the States. Like not to that quality. No doubt.
I remember the eye exam alone. Like they checked everything. I think we went to like an eye doctor, a respiratory pulmonologist or whatever, fucking cardiologist. I mean, we went to like every major department and saw like a specialist in every department. But then, like you said, it came down to one doctor who had all that information. And yet, dude, they did everything. I mean, the 12 lead they gave me was like definitely more high tech than anything we've got here. It wasn't stickers. I mean, they had like probes sticking to you. I mean, it was impressive. I've never had, I have an annual eye exam here in the States. Never had a peripheral test like they gave me there.
Yeah.
My first eye pressure test was in Saudi Arabia. And now they do it every year now, and I got to pay an extra $20 for it. Right?
Yeah, for air.
Yeah.
Pressurized air.
For a fucking puff in my eye.
They nickel and dime you here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but just think. So, also, like, blockchain can solve the royalty issues with machines. So, you know how you have like a CT scan, and every scan you have to pay back like a royalty. If it's based on blockchain.
Is that how it works?
That's how some of I'm not sure if it was.
Oh, you mean CT like scan, as the facility or the organization bills it, they've got to pay a royalty for every scan that they do, not the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. They got to pay a royalty back to the original company. Just think that's all solved with blockchain. Now, every time the hospital never has to write a check. They just have to exchange the tokens with the machine. And all the information from the scan is stored in the blockchain, being accessed by the same tokens used to pay the machines to do the scan. Like it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. The possibilities are endless.
And I feel like it's only really the beginning.
Bro, it might be over. So get this. Okay. So how about this? Now, if you had the world's processing power and the world's storage at your fingertips, you have enough processing power and storage for artificial intelligence. And you also have the medium for, whatever it wants to do. Like it could already be over.
Wow. That's insane, bro.
It's nuts, man. It is nuts.
I'm going to have to get in on this. Like I said that last time we spoke, but you seem pretty excited, James. And I mean, you called this shit like 2 months ago, bro.
Bro, this has changed everything for me.
I think the last time we spoke on, that we did a podcast, man, I mean, you'd lost your job. That was the day you found out, man, and things were looking down. And it's like things have done a complete 180 for you, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Just share. I'm glad you're sharing the wealth.
Well, hopefully, if everything keeps going the way they are now.
You're sharing the information to get wealth, whether or not people wanted to obtain it,
Yeah. Yeah. But it's extremely possible, man. I mean, like, bro, I stopped doing everything. I stopped Facebook. I stopped watching the news. I stopped watching television. Everything that I do is blockchain related. Like, that's all I'm watching. Because it's freedom, bro. It is absolute freedom. I'm dead serious. It gets you out of that fucking rat race that we're all in.
Yeah. That nobody really wants to be
all you
in.
need to do is, just saying, dedicate a little bit of time how to understand and work around these networks, bro. And you can be staking. You could be getting thousands of % of interest on your money annually. You'll never have to work again. It is fucking freedom. There's so much passive income here that it's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
And you don't even have to invest any money, man. I mean, you can take your computer and run a node. You can run your computer, get a little bit of cryptocurrency, start staking and, do this and that. And that's your income now.
And just build up like a portfolio of crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I went over to my cousin's place. He had like just racks of fucking motherboards, mining, staking, all kinds of shit just going on. That's just passive income.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to have to check this out, bro. I really appreciate you enlightening us on it. Hopefully the boys from Saudi will fucking listen to this shit and take note and follow through.
Hey, man. It's real.
Them Cosme and Valenzuela, coolest dudes I've ever met. Uncle Cookie, all those guys, man. We love you.
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to link up with them cats here in the next couple of weeks, man.
Yeah, are you going to Cali?
Yeah. You want to come?
When you going?
Shit, in the next couple of weeks, man, I'm gonna hop in the car, man. I gotta check out my sister in Florida. I was gonna come, I was going to Arizona. I was going come down, check you out. We can do shit. I can grab you. We can go to San Diego, bro.
When seriously, like before September? Or?
Oh yeah, we were talking about taking the ladies out, man. Going up to wine country.
Really?
Yeah. So, grab your girl, man. Yeah.
She'll like
do
that.
the whole thing, man.
All right. Yeah, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, man. It's it's a whole new world now.
I'm glad, bro. I'm happy to hear it for you.
Yes, sir. This is us, man. This is us, bro.
This is it. 2021.
This is it.
That's a year of prosperity, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, everything's going to explode, man. Hey, do you think there's going to be another shutdown?
Dude, it seems like it. A buddy of mine, I haven't been following news, but, we've got the Delta variant. A friend of mine, we were playing golf last weekend. He told me about the Lambda. Are we fucking creating a sorority? I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Lambda variant? I don't know, man. My mom died from it, so I know it's serious, but it just seems like, what the fuck, all these names, but essentially it's the same damn virus. We're just, I don't know. Are you vaccinated?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It keeps evolving. I kind of wonder if it's not going to evolve and kill everybody and have the impact it did on my mom. And it just sucks because there's a lot of ignorance out there about the vaccine, and there's a lot of misinformation and just giving up conspiracies and everything, man. You really don't know what to trust, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm taking a risk. Yeah, I know.
There's treatments, though.
But
we've got treatments now, you know?
yeah, yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, things are a little bit different than when they were in the beginning.
Yeah.
And, I was healthy enough to make it through. And, I've worked we've worked in this field before when it comes to protecting yourself from biological threats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel that the masks are one thing. Yes, masks do help. But if it's really as hardy as they say it is, then no matter what you do, unless you're walking through a decon line or, you're going to be exposed.
Yeah.
No matter what. If they're saying stuff lives on surfaces for 14 days, everybody's exposed. Like, you didn't Lysol your cans before you open them and get your beans out. It's like we're all exposed.
Yeah.
A lot more than we think that we are just by wearing masks. And I know that's ridiculous to some people and is disagreeable. I'm probably 100% wrong. Like, don't take my medical advice for shit. But
we're not medical. We're not medical.
Yeah, we're not medical professionals.
I'm just
an idiot with a YouTube channel.
Make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, man. But in how fast it's rapidly evolving. So, they came out with a vaccine to deal with the original strain. Well, there were like 3 or 4 strains coming up. They were talking about it mutated 4 times, by the time the vaccine actually hits the shelves here. And you're like, you're going to have boosters. It's going to be a game of catch up forever. And realistically, it's affecting us. It's affecting Americans very at high rates because we are so unhealthy. We eat like shit. We don't exercise. We were sick before the virus hit. But we were able to manage with diabetes. We were able to manage with congestive heart failure. We were able to manage with all these ailments for so long. But Americans, just in our lifestyle, we are unhealthy. And for a virus to come in like this and affect people with asthma, with diabetes, with high blood pressure, it's gonna take a lot of us out, and it's hard for healthy people to get over this, The healthy people are saying, it was like the worst flu I ever had, but everybody else, it's going to land them in the hospital. The people that I've seen go to the hospital behind coronavirus have a lot of unhealthy ways, and they're saying like vitamin D, like low vitamin D levels can make you more susceptible to getting coronavirus or showing symptoms.
Which, what do we do in America? We don't go outside anymore.
Yeah.
We fucking sit inside on our ass and watch TV.
Yeah. Like, I got a new doctor and, she just ran my labs and she was like, your vitamin D is low? Bro, like, I'm on the vitamins now.
Yeah.
And it's just because I've been sitting indoors over the whole pandemic,
It's made it work. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't let me fool you. The pandemic was one thing, but I was on a healthy indoor computer nerd to begin with. So
I sat on my ass before this, and I'll be sitting on my ass afterwards.
Exactly, man. Hold on for a second. I gotta plug this shit.
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right.
Come on. All right. Dude, it's been great conversation, and I'm glad we got to catch up.
Oh, you get a bounce?
No, I'm just glad we've got to catch up, man. We hadn't spoken since you were here in Texas. I mean, really, you know what I mean? We went to Alabama and stuff, and I don't know. It's been great, and to hear that the crypto, the staking has been done so well, man. I'm excited,
bro. It's insane. Like WEX, my WEX and USDT, it's now getting 12,000% annual yield.
Is that a year?
12,000%. Yeah.
So if you stake $1,000, you're getting 12,000.
Insane.
That is nuts, dude. And it's paid out after the 12 months, right?
What's that?
Is it paid out after the 12 months, or is it paid monthly?
Oh no, it's not. It's not 12,000. No, you figured that number wrong. 1.2 mil.
No shit.
Yeah.
If I take $1,000 and stake it for a year,
it's not 1,000%. It's 12,000%.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and that's if the price of that token stays as it is right now. And you know, like everything accumulates, and I mean everything gains in value over time. It's just the way the tokenomics works.
Yeah.
So a lot of these tokens are fixed. Like they're only going to have so many.
Dude.
So the more people that get into this, the more the price goes up.
Or they're depreciating, like you said.
Yeah. Or you actually use that token for something else. I mean, all the transactions are going to need people to stake tokens for more transactions, to process these transactions. So it's just going to get harder over time to mint new blocks on the blockchain. Like it's passive income forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that it could solve a lot of problems for, you know, that need to hear this information.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I get it. There are so many distractions in the world. That's why I dropped everything.
Yeah.
I dropped everything. I was just like, man, fuck that. I'm doing this. And this is it.
That's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you. I think I'm about to drop everything and get hooked up with this too.
Yeah. It's a wrap, man. I mean, it's when I tell people like, hey man, this is how big it is. It's like, are we gonna be able to afford a place on the beach? Place on the beach. You'll be able to afford an island. And that's not lying to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, like it's enough money to buy an island, like, you know, if you do it right.
Yeah.
Like and it just seems like the more you participate, money's just thrown at you. I mean, you don't have to do shit. It's weird. It's so strange.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, bro, you just have to open up your wallet, like, you know, and you can pay people from your fucking phone. Like, bro, they have everything on the blockchain. Everything. Like you can rent, you can book a whole like vacation. You can rent a room, you can get your flights, rent a car, and pay for everything in fucking coins.
Yeah.
Like it opens up a whole new world.
I have seen that.
I had no fucking clue was like this regular.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been doing shit wrong for a long time, man. I thought I was in tune with shit.
No. I remember thinking, what the fuck is Bitcoin? You know what I mean? Like, Shit, 10 years ago? What an idiot I was. I mean, hindsight's always 2020, but damn,
Yeah.
that hindsight really sucks, man. I was about to buy 4 of them.
Bro, like until I was able to understand some of the concepts around blockchain, it sounds like bullshit. Like until you actually dig down and just see the possibilities, you're like, bro, Dogecoin doesn't mean anything to me. Bitcoin doesn't mean anything to me. Once you see they have true application other than like their monetary value, like it's crazy.
So
it's crazy not to be doing it.
So most people I know have at least some Dogecoin. If not, that's the majority of their portfolio. Can you stake Dogecoin? Because I haven't seen.
Yes,
you can.
Yeah. So
all right. So I'll be putting my
Feg.
Dogecoin. How do we do this?
All right. So if you go to FegX, FEGEX, Feg Exchange.
Okay.
Feed every gorilla. I don't know, but they got some pretty dope tokenomics.
.com. I'll just go to the.
I don't know. Just
anyway,
You'll find
FegX. Okay.
Now they have a deflationary token to begin with. So every transaction. Now keep in mind they run an exchange. So with their token, every transaction, there's 2% that's taken off. 1% is burned, and then 1% is redistributed to everybody that holds.
Sure.
Now they have wrapped coins. So you've seen wrapped BNB, you've seen, wrapped tokens. Now you can wrap your tokens in Feg, and now you have a token that's deflationary.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it? So there you go. There you have staking. Also, with Feg, if you stake your Feg tokens, you get back like a bunch of different tokens. You get back Binance, you get back Feg automatically, you get back Bitcoin, and you get back BNB. And also, I'm sorry, I said BNB twice. But you also get back USDT. So you get back Tether, too.
Which is
and
the
it's
dollar,
all wrapped
right?
in Feg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all wrapped. So you're getting back these assets that are actually deflationary. So if you can unwrap them if you want, but while they're sitting around, they're still getting the transaction taxes. It's a beautiful concept, man.
Wow.
So yeah, you can take your Doge and you can just wrap them like that, and then you're good to go. Like while it's sitting around, it's gaining interest.
That's something that people need to know. I mean, the people that I know aren't staking, man, and they have a fuck ton of Dogecoin. I mean, why not? You plan to hold it for 3 years. Why not make money off of it in the process, right?
Yeah. And if it's deflationary, if you had one Dogecoin, over time you're going to have 1 point, whatever.
Yeah.
Just depending on how frequently Feg, the exchange, is operated, or somebody moves their tokens around. And like, bro, as soon as the rest of their application comes online, that token, in my opinion, is gonna blow through the roof.
Feg.
Yeah, I mean, because if you think like Pancake Swap is a very popular exchange,
right?
And they have billions of dollars running through them.
Oh, no doubt.
Like billions of transactions, like all the time. Like it's insane. But their token isn't deflationary, nor is it locked to a certain number, like there isn't a cap on how many cake tokens there are. They just use some kind of computer algorithm to figure that shit out. But they can mint as many as they need, or destroy as many as they need. But with Feg, it's locked at I think there's only like 56 quadrillion left. But just think, it's an exchange, and if you're staking and people are moving money in and out through, the number of transactions that are going to go through over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, however long you want to hold these tokens, you're making money on every transaction.
Right. Yeah. You get a little piece of that pie.
Yeah. So it's passive income. And all it has to do is sit in your wallet. I mean, you can restake them and, up your ante, but as long as it's sitting in your wallet, you would be good,
Like you can
even
access
if it just
it.
gets like
you need $1,000 to pay the something or something came up. You can access $1,000 real quick.
Yeah. You just unstake it. And then, they have Bitcoin ATMs. You just go to an ATM, pull your cash out.
Penalties? I mean, do you get a penalty for pulling?
Well, sometimes there are withdrawal fees because,
from pulling your stake.
Yeah. Sometimes there are withdrawal fees.
Okay.
And it's just, just keep in mind, there's no Mr. Moneybags at the end of this transaction tax. Getting rich off of your ignorance. It's a computer program. It doesn't give a fuck whether or not you like the exchange fee or not. Yeah. It's just there. It's just doing its job. There's nothing evil in the system.
And it doesn't increase because you're a fucking redneck and shit like that. Yeah. It doesn't give a fuck who's on the other end. So that's different for us. You know what I mean? You get treated a certain way. They still have discrimination in lending. How many of those fucked up things do you have to sign before you buy a house? Because it's still a thing somewhere, it still happens. This doesn't happen on blockchain. So, bro, it's a different world. It is a different world. We're not used to financial institutions not relying on anything but true math. Yeah. And it's a way for everyone to make passive income indefinitely. You're not going to find people to work. You're not. You can't convince me to go back to work. There's no way. There's no way. We went to Gulf Shores, Alabama a couple weeks ago. Every restaurant, store, shopping center, it didn't matter, hotel, whatever, now hiring. Everywhere. And I mean, that was on the drive from the airport in Pensacola, Florida to the beach. It wasn't just the beach area where the tourists are. The whole way. Every fast food restaurant now hiring. And we're seeing it now. That opened my eyes, made me pay attention to how many people say they're hiring in Texas. And now I'm noticing everybody's, and it's because people say, fuck it. They're not going back, whether it's this or the unemployment incentive or whatever.
Yeah. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. They've been screwing people over for way too fucking long. And that's what it is. You give somebody a little bit of freedom, man, and they're going to tell you to kiss their entire fucking ass. Mm-hmm. Imagine all the people that had to come up with side hustles to fill that gap between going to work at, I don't know, McDonald's or wherever the fuck they were employed at, some shitty job that didn't pay them enough. Yeah. Nobody enjoys going to work. If you did, you do it for free. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just no matter what this person was doing, they had to find something else to fill that gap. And come to find out, it was way fucking better than having a boss. People aren't going back to work.
In a shitty commute. Yeah.
They were able to enjoy their kids, their communities, just, man, forget that, make their own hours. So they're not, nobody's going back to work, not for the fucking peanuts that they're throwing.
I agree.
It's nice that it kind of it raised the minimum wage, sort of in a way. Nobody's offering $7.25 an hour.
Yeah.
Nowhere,
yeah. Yeah.
So it's nice. Everybody's offering $15, but realistically, it needs to be about 26. And until it's that, they're not going to see people return to work, and we're going to have another shutdown. You know,
I think so. It's I mean,
somebody's going to have to pay the fuck out of pocket.
They say that all the ICU beds here are like less than 1%. And that's just in the Dallas area. I think it's kind of statewide, as well, and I think nationwide too. Man, I think it's picking up steam again. It's kind of weird though, man. I mean, this time last summer, I don't remember it being this big of a deal. You know what I mean? It's kind of odd. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Normally, like it was peaking in the winter time, and all of a sudden we're peaking here again, like in the middle of summer. Dude, this is the dog days of summer. These are the dog days of summer, like the hottest fucking time they can be. I mean, I don't see how it can stand up to that temperature and the UV rays and not get denatured. And given that people were just out in public anyway, or outside, you know what I mean? More. I don't know. It's weird. Either the virus is, and that's what people need to know. The virus is either evolving, and it's for real, or we're being fucking lied to. And so you've got to pick, and that sucks. You've got to decide.
Going back to that vaccine thing, I think no matter what we do, we're fucked. Because there's no way that they'll have enough vaccine. They'll make vaccines fast enough to keep up with the mutations. So either you're going to get it now or you're going to get it later, and hopefully you survive
COVID.
And that might be the wrong way to look at things, but I'm not trusting an untested vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You know what I mean? Like, vaccines work, and all the vaccines that I've gotten, most of them were well tested. It wasn't an experimented do it right now type of thing. It was like, hey man, we've been doing this, for
60 years. Yeah.
And so it's not, I'm not against vaccines at all, but just to have it forced on everybody, and then, they're still talking about, well, we're just going to get emergency FDA approval. It'll be still 7 to 10 years before they find out if something's fucked up with it, and then another, how many years in litigation before, you'd be long dead and gone before they like, oh yeah, this is what killed your grandpa.
Fuck. Yeah. Forget over it.
Here's our $25 check, class action lawsuit check, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm fucked either way. Why inconvenience myself, and why take on the burden of their vaccine? Like they somebody created this fucking virus, and then somebody offered me. I'm not even going to go down that fucking path, but yeah, man. I don't trust it enough, man. And I'm probably wrong. I'm probably 100% wrong, and I'm probably coughing. I'll be sick with coronavirus next week, and that's just the way karma works, but for real, like I don't think there's much that I can do about not catching it,
Yeah, man. It seems that like it either latches onto you and doesn't let go, or it doesn't, or you know what I mean? Like either latches on hard, or you're all right. You get a little sneezes, some shit, and that's fine. That's it, But it seems to be that now you're hearing of more shit where people know someone that's dying or fucking on a ventilator. It is kind of strange. If you look at the science alone, James, it's how well you trust science and whatnot. I kind of understand a little bit. I was a little nerd for that. As far as DNA and how viruses replicate and stuff in the medical field, the coronavirus, if you imagine, is a circle. Okay, so it's just round. Okay, well that contains all the information to give you the virus. Like it basically, but it has a spike protein or spike proteins on the outside of it that latch onto you, and like that's what fits like a glove. Like sometimes people got the perfect glove or perfect fit for that spike protein, and it latches on, and I mean that virus is able to just inject itself. That's how it has to inject itself. The premise of these vaccines the theory is that it attacks that spike protein. Okay? So it removes the spike protein, and now you just have a circle with no triangles on top. Okay? So it just passes because it can't latch onto you. Here's the problem I have. All right? I'm playing devil's advocate here. What if this shit fucking evolves, it gets crazy, and the drug I need fucking needs that spike protein to live? I have thought about that.
I don't know, man. You know,
it's 50-50, bro. You don't know what to trust anymore. With all the news and financial incentives, I mean, it's fucking crazy.
Woo!
Rick James.
WEX is up 10%. I've been waiting for you, baby. I've been waiting all week for you.
Bend over and let me tap that ass. That's good, man.
I love you.
I love you too, bro.
You. Yeah, man. God damn.
We got to do this again sooner.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Like whenever you're fucking free, and it sounds like you're gonna be free for quite a while,
a little bit. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna start moving everything over to Theta too.
Theta.
So Theta is like YouTube, but it's on blockchain.
For our podcast.
What's that?
For our podcast or something like that?
Everything we do is going to be on Theta from now on. Because check this out. Now, when you're watching stuff on Theta, you're supporting the network, so they're paying you.
Really?
And then we're creating content. So then as long as we have like 300 subscribers, they're paying us, you know. But as long as you're on watching Theta, or as long as your computer's running with Theta in the background, it's getting paid.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
so it's
we could get 300 subscribers, and like it probably was like YouTube. You know, at first everybody that had over a certain amount, they got paid bank, and they changed the rules
we'll do
and shit. But
we'll do a crypto giveaway. You know what I mean?
No
like,
shit.
Hey,
500 Dogecoin or some bullshit.
Yeah. We'll do a crypto giveaway. And that's the thing. Like, you know, I get so many tokens thrown at me. Like, we can throw these
let's do it
for whatever. Yeah. I'll pay for subscribers that way, man. You know?
Let's do it.
So, it's going to be dope. It's going to be real dope. And what's great about Theta is that since it's just a computer program, there's no like true owners. It's just a computer program and content creators. So there's nobody trying to sell you shit. Like you can't run ads, you know, you can't push your video forward, you know, like you get on there and you search for shit and what comes up comes up. Like it's none of these algorithms that you find on YouTube.
Yeah. Or they're shoving ads down your throat based off what you watch and think and text and shit like that.
Yeah. And the content creators, it's number one, it's there forever. Nobody can tell you, you know, there's no censorship. And then like no matter when, where somebody views your video, you get paid.
Yeah. The
royalties are built in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
All right, bro. I'm gonna check that out, man. That's exciting. Like I'm gonna be texting you offline here about this staking for real. Like here in the next, just have your phone standing by.
Oh yeah,
I'm for real.
Yeah, it's gonna be deep, man. Yeah, but we're gonna get together, man. Next couple of weeks, we'll shoot out west and hit up with the homies, man.
All right,
they're gonna be fucking glad to see you, man. Shit, yeah.
That would be fun, dude. That would be a fun ass road trip, me and you, man. That'd be cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Have a good night.
I'll holler at you, man.
All right, see ya.
Peace.
Peace.